Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be up here making shelves for my greenhouse. My greenhouse shelves are going to be 5 inches tall and 34 inches wide and going to have a depth of 12 inches. The reason I went with those measurements was because it would easily go into my greenhouse without hitting the ceiling and just slide straight through the door. While making this, I realized that it was very easy and very customizable. So, if you need some shelves for any project, you could actually make these shelves for any project, whether it's a garage storage or for a basement storage or anything. If you need to beef it up, you could use 2x4s. Right here, I am using my table saw to cut my 2x4s into 2x2s. The reason I am doing this is because it's hard to find 2x2s that are not twisted, and plus it is more cost efficient to go ahead and use these 2x4s since I already had some laid around. After splitting all three, I ended up with 6 2x2s. I stacked both boards on top of each other and measured them out to 34 inches. These are 1 by 12 by 6s. So I had to do 2 cuts, even though I had already stacked them. The first cut was to give me my first set of shelves. The second cut for my third and fourth set of shelves. All 4 of them cut the same. Then I cut 2 of my 2x2s into 12-inch segments. These are going to be considered supports for my shelves. After cutting all of those, I started working on the legs. The legs measured out to 5 feet. The reason I went with 5 feet is so that it didn't touch the ceiling and was easy to get into the greenhouse. Then I took my speed square and ran it along all 4 and marked off at 16 inches. Reason I marked off at 16 inches is because this is where I want all of my shelves to start at. Then I added an extra line up under the 16 on center line just so that I will have a reference line on where the boards will sit. Now we know where our boards are going to sit. We know where our screws are going to sit. Now it's time to assemble. Then I proceeded to pre-drill some holes at the 16-inch marks that I had previously made. This allowed me to know where my screws were going to go and allowed me to assemble them also very easily without having to worry about the screws coming undone or not lining up. or splitting the wood. I did this to all 4. Once I had all 4 done, I decided to screw them together. I used some T25 screws. These screws already came with a piece on the end that's chipped out to help with drilling pilot holes, but I rarely want to use these without pre-drilling at least a small bit, because these screws are actually a lot fatter than normal screws, and these will actually split the wood if you go too fast. So always pre-drill a hole, or you will end up having split wood, even though some screws say they'll pre-drill the hole for you. I don't trust it. This assembly was super easy because what I was trying to make it look like was a letter. So when I got done with one side, the other side was exactly the exact same. So I really didn't have to go in detail on that. Then I drilled 4 holes into the top of the shell to secure them to the frame. Then after I did this to all 4 shelves, I was completely done with assembly. Now that my greenhouse is done, I can now bring out some of my plants that I had on the inside of my house that I planted early spring. If you want to learn how to start your own garden from seed, a step-by-step video, go to the comment section, let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit the button in the bell so you could get new video notifications from me when I put up a new video. Thank you. See you in the next video.